What is up, humans of the cardboard? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we have Yu-Gi-Oh! News. It feels like it's been forever, but hopefully we will be in the middle of like a ton of Battles of Chaos reveals. We have like just over 2 weeks, about 2.5 weeks until the set drops in the OCG, and there's like straight up like 55 cards that need to be revealed. So hopefully we will have a ton of stuff coming very soon from there. Today we only have one card to look at from that set, and we also have some huge information on the Cyber Style structure deck. So let's get into that real quick. We'll start out with that and then we'll get to the card afterwards. So as far as the Cyber Style structure deck goes, there's nothing too crazy here. I mean, they talk about a lot of the cards. Yeah, you combine Cyber Dragons with Cyber Darks. We already know this stuff, right? We already know essentially all the new cards that are in here, but we do get legitimate confirmation that Infinite Impermanence is going to be included here, which is so absolutely amazing. We saw what happened when Ash Blossom ended up in the Salamangreat structure deck. Now, I don't think this is entirely comparable from like a financial standpoint of like, oh, like, look at how well that structure deck did. Cyber Darks are nowhere near competitive. They can potentially be rogue and fun, but Salamangreat was legit tier 1 on the get-go out of the structure deck. And so I do think that definitely changes things as far as value, but I do think Impermanence does give a very, 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 very comfortable cushion if you can get the structure deck sooner rather than later, but I'm sure they will go up very, very quickly here, because we're going to be having these in like about, again, like 2.5 weeks. We're getting this about the same time the OCG gets Battle of Chaos. So just very, very cool. Hopefully a lot of budget players will actually be able to get their hands on this hand trap if they have not for a long time, especially if they like the Cyber Dark stuff, to definitely give them a try. So very, very cool. That is huge, huge news. We've been seeing this like time after time. You're like, is this the structure deck where we're going to get Infinite Impermanence? Is this the structure deck where we're going to get Infinite Impermanence? Finally, we get one, and hopefully this helps a lot. Then we get to the other new card here, Battle of Chaos. This is actually a different dimension soldier, the new Synchro monster. He is completely generic. Very, very cool. Yeah, and he has that classic art style that the different dimension archetype always seem to have. But anyway, fully generic, 1 tuner, any non-tuner, as long as they add up to 5. He is level 5. Stats are 1224, so big booty, small attack. And his effects read as follows. They're both hard ones per turns. The first one reads, you can banish 1 card from your hand, then target one of your banished dark monsters, special summon it in face up or face down defense position. Second effect, during each end phase, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent for each set card on the field. So the second effect I don't really see being too crazy, because to be honest, I don't really see this card being used outside of being a combo piece, right? Like mid combo in a deck that banishes its own cards or whatever. You end up making this guy, you end up summoning back something that did end up getting banished and continue to extend through that point. As far as the first effect goes, I think it's pretty solid, right? Now, it is specific. Not a lot of decks deal in the graveyard specifically, but I do think certain ones do, and this probably will come up at some point. But I also like that the first effect, I believe via ruling, will allow you to, as long as you already have a serviceable target, which means as long as you already have a banished dark monster to act prior to activating the effect, you will be able to activate the effect. And if the card you banish from hand is a dark monster, because it says then target after that, I believe you should be able to banish a dark from hand as long as you already had a dark banished, then target the monster you just banished to then summon back in face up or face down defense position. So that gives you a little bit of extra wiggle room. If you weren't able to get like the card you drew banished, that would give you the ability to pull that kind of like out of the hand, which is kind of cool. But I don't know the exact applications off the top of my head. Like I said, not a lot of decks banish, but I would assume that mainly dark decks would do the best at like banishing their own cards. But obviously time will tell exactly what can make use of this, but it seems like a decent combo piece. Like, I think at some point we'll see a combo where you do this. And the second effect, I don't really see being too important because, like I said, if he's a combo piece, I don't see you really ending on him all that often. So him being on field during the end phase is probably not too overly likely, but I guess it's possible. So cool card, not bad. Could be a cool combo piece as part of certain decks, but we will obviously see. And of course, Infinite Permanence, huge news for the Cyber style structure deck. But we will have to see. More cards hopefully soon to come. 2.5 weeks left on Battle Chaos. Hopefully we'll get more reveals very soon. 55 more cards left to go there. And also we should be creeping up on also getting what archetypes are going to be revealed for the Water Duelist pack in the OCG. Very excited to see what those are as well. Please show me Marine Cess. But now I'm just rambling. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I will see you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't, and peace.